This is a fun, intermediate Mandala Vinyasa flow practice that will help increase your flexibility, challenge your balance, and open up your heart as we work towards our peak posture compass pose. Grab your mat, maybe a block if you've got one handy, and let's begin. Come into a comfortable seated position, resting hands, palms face down on your knees. Close your eyes and just take a moment to settle into your space. Checking in with how you're feeling. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale completely. We'll open today's class with a chant of Om one time. Feel free to join the chant with me or just to listen. Bring your palms to heart center. Exhale fully and then take a deep breath in, preparing to chant. Noticing the vibrations of the mantra. Drop your hands down to your thighs and just gently rub up and down the thighs to ground back down. Open up your eyes and extend your left leg out to the side, right foot to the inner left thigh. And find a gentle side bend over your extended leg. Left arm can rest on left leg or lower onto your forearm inside the leg. And just opening to release a bit deeper into the side bend, reaching right arm up and back. Just for a moment, finding that twist in the upper body. And then maybe reaching for the left toes, either with one hand or both. And if you're reaching for the toes, see if you can continue to rotate your chest up towards the ceiling, sending your breath into the right ribs. So we're really opening up into the side body and finding a twist. Gently release, and we'll take that straight to the other side, so just switching your legs. And just ease into the side bend at first. Taking a couple breaths. Nice and gentle, just slowly easing into it. And then after a couple breaths, maybe opening up a bit deeper, reaching left arm up and back. So really accentuating the twist in the thoracic spine. And then maybe reaching for the right toes. See if you can really lift your chest up towards the ceiling, so avoiding any collapsing down in the chest. Open hip Janu Shirshasana is a foreshadowing of what's to come later in class, compass pose. The shape is near enough compass, but just in a different orientation. Alright, lift on up, extend both legs out wide for Upavista Konasana, straddle fold, catching the outside edges of your feet if that's available, or just reaching forward with the arms. Find a sense of sitting bones shifting backwards as you tilt your pelvis forward to fold. So you're folding from the hips, not from the waist. Really reach the crown of your head forward. This stretch should feel really active. Legs are engaged, feet are flexed, spine is long. So you're really, really reaching forward. Come on, back up, bend into your knees, and just take some nice and easy windscreen wipers. So just getting a little bit more into our hip mobility. And then transition from here into table for cat-cow, spreading fingers wide. Inhaling to dip belly, arch spine, exhale, round through the entirety of your spine. Just taking a few rounds at your own pace. Finding a neutral spine, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Find any movement in your down dog that feels good. Coming into stillness in your down dog. And then taking baby steps up to the top of your mat for ragdoll. Maybe you take hold of opposite elbows and sway gently from side to side, maybe holding in stillness, knees bent as much as you need to allow belly to drape over the thighs. Releasing your hands if you're swaying. And then bend a little bit deeper into your knees, slowly begin to round up through your spine, one vertebra at a time. And then take a shoulder roll as you arrive in your Tadasana, palms face forward. Let's flow through Sun Salutation A. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back into plank. And then Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog, finding movement or holding in stillness. We're here for a couple of breaths. At the bottom of your next breath, bend your knees, look forward, hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, hands through prayer, Tadasana. Let's go again. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. At the bottom of your third breath, hold the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step, hop to the top of mat. Inhale brings you to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bowing down. Inhale, reach on up, Urdhva Hastasana, and then exhale, hands through prayer, Tadasana. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hop or step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Get ready, we're about to begin our mandala flow, circling around the mat. On your next breath in, reach your right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards chest. Pausing there, dome through the upper back. Step right foot in between the hands and just find your runner's lunge for a moment. Lift up your chest. Maybe shift your hips from side to side, stretching into the hips. And then turn your back heel down, lift on up into Warrior 2, sinking deeply into your hips, turning your tailbone down towards the mat, making sure your heart is over your hips. Shoulders drop away from your ears. On your next breath in, come into reverse triangle, extending front leg. Holding here for a breath, and then on your next breath out, come forward into extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, come into triangle. Maybe shuffling that back foot in a little bit to shorten your stance. Stacking your shoulders, rotating chest up. And from here, lift on up. We're going to transition into a half moon. If you're tight for space like me, you might need to just shuffle back so you're not going to hit your head on a wall. Finding your balance in your half moon, maybe using a block. And opening your left hip up towards the ceiling as you extend through that left leg. We'll find a little variation on our half moon here. So bend into that lifted leg, keeping that left hip open. So it's like an open hip down dog. See if you can float your right hand away from the floor, reaching forward. Just a fun variation. If you fall out, just come back in. You can bend into your standing leg, step on back, come on out. From here, lower down onto your knees and then extend your left leg out to the side for gate pose. So you're not mirroring me here. Right arm reaches up and overhead for a big side bend. Cartwheel your right hand down, take a big step forward to the front of your mat with your left foot. We're coming into a low lunge. Reach your arms up, stacking left knee above left ankle. And we'll find a back bend in this low lunge. So interlace your fingers, but leave your pointer finger sticking up. And then come into a back bend, reaching your arms back, lifting your heart up towards the sky. Releasing from your back bend, lowering your hands underneath the shoulders, finding half splits. From half splits, take a quarter turn to the right along edge of your mat, finding gate pose again. Left leg is staying extended, right arm reaches up and over. So it's gate pose on the same side as we did before, but just facing the opposite way. Lower your right hand down to the mat, left arm reaches up, left leg is lifted, half moon variation. Turn to the back of your mat, keeping that left leg lifted for a free limb table. Tuck your right toes and then send your hips up and back, three-legged dog. And we're ready for the second side. Inhale, lifting leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, dome through the upper back. And then step forward in between the hands for your runner's lunge. Finding a moment here, just stretching into the hips. Shift a little from side to side, any movement that feels good in your lunge. And then when you're ready, open up into Warrior 2. We're going to hold in our Warrior 2 for a couple of breaths and spend that time just readjusting, sinking the hips a little bit deeper. Notice if your ribs are open, close them, knit them in, lower tailbone down towards your mat. And on your next breath in, come up into reverse triangle, opening up through that side body once again. And then on a breath out, take your way into extended side angle, just for a breath, and then inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle pose, shortening your stance. Stacking your shoulders, opening up your chest towards the ceiling. Lifting kneecaps, legs are active. Alright, lift on up, we're transitioning into half moon. Maybe taking your block underneath the left fingertips or fingertips directly onto your floor. And finding that fun variation, so bending into your lifted leg, seeing if you can float your left hand off the floor, reaching forward. And then bend into your standing knee, lower down onto your knees, and extend your right leg for gate pose, left arm reaching up and overhead. From gate pose, step your right foot to the back of your mat for a low lunge. So we're in low lunge facing the back of your mat. Reach your arms up. Just take a moment to settle into your low lunge and then come into that back bend, interlacing fingers apart from your pointer fingers and really reaching those arms back, lifting your chest, lift your heart. Releasing hands down, finding half splits. And then keeping that right leg extended, take a quarter turn to the left, finding gate pose once again, facing the long edge of your mat. Left arm reaches up and over. Lower your left hand to the mat, lift right leg up for a half moon variation, and then keeping that leg lifted, turn to face the front of your mat for a three-legged table. Tuck your left toes, come on up into three-legged dog, right leg is lifted. And then lower down into downward dog, finding any movement here that feels good And then from down dog, hop forward to a seat. Come into Sukhasana. We're gonna try compass pose from here. So cradle your left leg in your arms like you're cradling a baby and gently rock from side to side. We're going to utilize all the opening that we've been doing in the side body and the hamstrings for what is quite a tricky pose. From here, lift your left leg onto your left shoulder like you're putting on a backpack, getting it as high up as you can. Right hand grabs outside of left foot, karate chop your left arm to the side, and begin to extend that left leg up. Left sitting bone can lift up from the floor as you twist your torso to the right, rotating your chest up to the ceiling. How did that go? Release. And take it to the other side. Let's have a go on this side. And when you're extending your leg coming into the compass twist, see if you can try and lower your shoulders away from the ears. I definitely do not do a great job at that. It kind of feels it in the moment. I'm like, yeah, I can do it. But then when I'm watching it on screen, recording this voiceover, I can see my shoulders are very up towards my ears. But that's okay. I'm not perfect at this pose. You don't need to be. If you can't get your legs straight, that's perfectly fine too. As long as you've had a go, that's amazing. All right, when you've had enough of that nonsense, come on out and release onto your back, knees to chest. And of course, if you want to have a bit more of a longer go at compass pose, feel free to pause and rewind this video. Extend your legs and arms up to the ceiling, give your wrists and ankles a roll out, and then find happy baby. Let's come into a reclined twist from here. Hug your right knee into chest, extend your left leg out long, and then crossing right knee over the body for a twist. Come back through center, finding your twist on the second side. Alright, unwinding your twist and making your way into your final resting pose, Savasana. Great work today, my friends. Allow yourself this moment to rest before continuing with your day. Allowing your forehead to soften, releasing your jaw. Just allowing every muscle in your body to relax and soften. Gently allow your awareness to soften. Take a deep breath in through your nose and sigh it out your mouth, finding movement in fingers and toes. And just gently roll onto your belly for a moment, using your hands as a pillow for your forehead. Shake out the hips. Bend your knees and just allow your feet to drop from side to side for windscreen wipers. Press yourself into a child's pose, rounding your forehead down to the mat. And then slowly roll up to a kneeling position, bringing hands in prayer in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands in prayer, bowing forward to close your practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you subscribe to my channel and I'll see you again very soon.